you doing? Good. Hey, Cynthia. Yeah, it's Rouge, Michigan. It's the first suburb south of Detroit. Used to be a really great place. You know, like a lot of places. Oh, you handling that lockdown okay? Oh, look at this freighter. It's not moving though. Look at all the seagulls. This is where they breed in the spring. Here's the bus driver taking a break. He's got the expensive breathing thing on, mask. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Mary. Yeah, a lot of people really getting hurt on working. There you go, look, how you doing? How's it going? Hey Cynthia. Hey Lisa. Oh, thank you, Mary. Appreciate it. Look at all the big piles of coal. Wind's coming out of the north pretty stiff. Girls are all retired, temporarily retired. Believe it or not, it's my favorite view right here. Mother Nature up the yin-yang, right in the midst of heavy-duty industry. This is where Mother Nature and mankind meet. Hey, Jackie. Yeah, it is tough for him. Sure is. Yep. Big deal. This place really looks good in the winter. Looks like Mars or something. Yeah, sure they were. They have been, yep, for sure. You know, I never really noticed this, but they lost quite a bit of property there to erosion. See right across. Hey, Doc. Yeah, this is the kind of like the Rouge River's just down there a little bit. This goes around the Detroit River. If you look at Zug Island, it's really cool out though. Nice. Hey, Michelle. People are such damn slobs that come down here. This is why Rouge wants to charge $100 to a non-resident, so these slobs from Detroit don't come down here and litter it all up like they did here. Trying to keep it nice, and that's how you do it. You charge an expensive entrance fee. Just throw their shit all over. I got that guy that was dumping his license plate number and gave it to the cops. Just driving down in somebody's neighborhood and just dump stuff all over. It's bullshit. Yeah, Town Club. Yeah, sure did. Just went right. That's it, right there. Right down the road there, past that green bridge. Yeah, I nailed that dumper. You'd think after all these years of coming down there, that's the first one I've caught. You believe that? You'd think I'd catch them all the time. You got to get lucky. Just driving by, notice what they're doing. Bunch of bullshit. Daisy knows what they're doing. She's at the Cafe River Rouge. Daisy's at the Cafe River Rouge, aren't you, hon? You at the Cafe River Rouge, hon? Huh? Come on. Come on. Daisy had McDiet. She's got quite an appetite, that Daisy. Yeah, good girl. Daisy's got allergies too. So this is a good trip down here. I'm glad I did it. I was hoping the rib guy would be out in front of the car wash, but he wasn't. And still, you know, things are opening up, but still slow. This is the water intake for Oh, really, Cynthia? Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna get out to North Dakota. I think I might come out there in June. Hit the road, go up through North Dakota, cut down through South Dakota. Maybe head west, I don't know. Haven't been out there in a while. That's my favorite place, the Dakotas. Like those open plains. Oh, how you doing, Assad? Yeah, everywhere you drive down here, you smell marijuana. Like right now. I mean, you don't even see people. It's weird. So, you know, these people have been squatting here for quite a while. Looks like they may be gone. Yeah. You know what's surprising to me is you're going around these neighborhoods and there's a lot of wrecked cars and yards. They're not that old. They're like maybe 5-year-old cars all smashed up just sitting in a yard. Is that right, Kay? A lot of houses of worship here. I don't know if you're allowed to go back to church or not. I don't know if they open that. Probably not. The Lord made a calling. Revelations. This party store was open not all that long ago. Cute little place. People lived in the back. That's one of the ones that the state bought out. This is dead end here, but it's kind of cool down here. How you doing? Kind of a neat old house. Come get down here and get your dream home. There goes 2 rabbits. They're big rabbits too. I thought there was a sign on that, like they were going to tear that down. Just never happened, I guess. Still cool looking back here. Love these places. I've been doing this my whole life, even as a teen. Old buildings, window air conditioners. Now these places right here just barely escaped the demolition. They're right outside of the footprint for the bridge. Yeah, I agree with that, man. I think the state ought to just come up with some like old homesteading back in the day to attract immigrants. Now I've shown you this a lot before. I was just down here a week ago and I did it again, but to me, it's just my own biased opinion. To me, this is one of the coolest scenes that I've ever seen ever in photography. I did upload it, you've probably seen it, but I always go back to the well for more. Daisy, come on, hon. Dad's gonna show it to you too. Come on, hon. That's my girl. That beautiful shot of the wren's end down there. This is just this looks like a scene out of a movie. A movie like No Country for Old Men. There you go, hon. Here you got like this empty area right here. Okay. Somebody just moved this too. This was just moved. You got this empty area here. You got this beautiful wide open lot. And you've got these charred vehicles sitting out here that have been here a million years with a blast furnace in the background. It just doesn't get better than this. And the Astro van in the distance. And Daisy. To me, this is the best view, one of the best views I've ever seen. Now, I haven't fooled with manipulating any of the images that I've done so far, but I'm going to, because this has got it all. It's got everything. Yeah, I mean, look at this view. Wait till I get up here. And you got the stripped out, burned out trucks. There's one in front of it too. You got the blast furnace in the back. That's one of the inactive blast furnace, by the way. I wish that baby was fired up. It'd be even better. You got these cool looking overgrown fields. And these cars just parked out here. These vehicles that are, you know, stripped, stole. And the Dazer. But here, I'm gonna give you a perfect view right here. Right like this. Right here. No, that's bullshit about Amanda. That's ancient and it was not true. And the Daisy. People say, why am I doing this, coming down here doing these photos and stuff? Hey, I could be at home with a 400-pound wife that wanted to cuddle. Are you kidding me? Hey, hon, look around the cars. Yeah, she's okay. She's been okay. That's old news. Yeah, they're all burned out. Yep. Stolen pickups. Governor Whitmer, I like her. I wouldn't vote for her, but I think she's done a good job. I'm going to give her a big hug if I ever see her. She's got a good sense of humor, too. Anybody into reupholstering seats? This is when they made, feel that thick metal. It's the good old days for these fenders. Ended up melting the valve covers. That's hot. It's not nice to take things that don't belong to you. Looks like North Dakota, doesn't it, Cynthia? What are you doing, hon? Come on, hon. What are you doing? There's a lot of pheasants back here, Daisy will chase. Here's another one. And most of these houses over there have been are vacant. But do you think this is a cool view? There goes a killdeer. Do you guys think this is a cool view? I do. Red-winged blackbirds. Here's another one. This is Deliverance. There are better ways to take care of your vehicle. Yeah, Sean. Sean, you can't even troll, man. What's wrong with you? Yeah, it's a perfect day. Actually, As I've said a couple times already, the reason I came down here is because I like driving late at night, being like in neighborhoods like Detroit, and tonight's going to be a beautiful night. So I did do it for the daytime, but I also did it for the night. This guy had some headers put on this. Don't play with matches, people. Hey, Jen. Jen, this is what happens when you smoke in your car and you fall asleep. Don't do it. It's a public service announcement. This damn wire on my feet. Daisy, where you at, hon? Daisy girl. Daisy. Daisy. Should be taking off. Daisy, believe it or not, loves to like chase things. Good girl. Yeah, I love being out here. Like, take as it gets dark, and the sun goes down, and see this kick-ass view. I already have about 500 pictures I've taken of it. I was just down here 5 days ago. So I love checking out these new things. You never know what's coming down the pike, what I could find. I did catch my first dumper today, though, which was nice. That guy knew I saw him too. He tried to get the hell out of there. Oh, good for you, Jenny. Oh yeah, I would like that. I would like that rock crusher. Yeah, it'd be cool. Just like to know the history of these vehicles for the hell of it. You know, at one time this thing was in a showroom out in a lot coming off the assembly line. They thought, this is it. I'm going to take care of this, and this is going to last me forever. I'm going to do oil changes, and I'm going to wax it. And I may not even drive it in the winter so the salt won't damage it. And then look where it ends up. This reminds me of my marriage. I thought we were just going to have sex 2 or 3 times a day for the next 50 years. Man, was I in for an awakening. Train in the background. And they even recline the seat. That's impressive. I'll tell you, when your vehicle's going up in smoke and you got time to have the wherewithal to recline the seat, that says something to me. It's even had the little half seat in the back. Steezy. This guy's a big tagger around town. I haven't seen this, you know, it's really down now, but back in the day before they started trying to fix Detroit, he painted everywhere. Gasm's another guy, G-A-S-M. I don't know how that damn guy, he must be nocturnal. You got to keep an eye out when you're down around here too. I mean, they'd think nothing of cleaning out my van if I gave somebody the opportunity. Gangsterly, and that's it, Larry. It's it. And these kind of vehicles, you know, there's some of them, they never find them, and that's why. They're out in places like this. Now, I'd like to know who moved this big cinder block out of the way. You needed something heavy to do that, and that wasn't like that 5 days ago. The problem with a lot of this junk, including a lot of these homes, is, first of all, it's cost prohibitive to demolish something. You got to go through all this safety shit. If it's asbestos, God forgive you, $12 a pound to bury it. And then all this other bullshit you got to go through. So you got to get rid of all this junk. So you can easily spend 30 or 40 grand getting a house demolished, and you've got a lot that's worth 2,500. That's why this place is in the condition it's in. People think, oh, why don't they fix these houses up for the homeless? I mean, are you crazy? There's a good idea. Let's just take all these houses and put about 80, 100 grand in all of them, fix them up for the homeless. It's just nuts, man. I don't know how the statements some of these people make. And I'll tell you another thing's a big problem down here, dumping tires. They charge you up the ass to take them, that's why people dump them. I better not see them dumping them. Yeah, it is, Jenny. And concrete's hard to get rid of too. Old concrete. Better believe it. Yeah, but some son of a bitch moved this big ass heavy block. They tipped it over. I don't know what you would do that with. That's not nice. It's not their property. Days, see, dumping. People get done painting. Lazy fuckers just come down here and throw it where they feel like it. I mean, I don't even live here and it pisses me off. I take the Jewish philosophy. I leave a place in better condition when I left than before I got there. Come on, hon. Hop in there. That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, not always, but point being, I don't make it worse. I can't figure out why my phone hasn't overheated today. Must be God. Oh, Daisy. Look at the old Rensen shining in the distance. It's beautiful. Motherfucker. Goddamn hole. Look at that, hon. Good girl, hon. Now these houses are next to get the old wrecking ball. Now, there was somebody living in this one not that long ago. And the state finally clamps down. You can never tell if anybody's in these places or not. The only surefire way is to see if they've got a fairly new garbage receptacle. That's how you tell if somebody's living there or not. Because even the world's biggest homeless person still needs to get rid of their garbage. Now this church has been able to hang in here somehow. The First Missionary Baptist Church. Once saved, always saved. Yeah, they're cool, aren't they, Mark? Yeah, that hole I just hit was a monster. I think I'm going to have a talk with the Lord about this place and why He has let it go downhill like this. This place was really cut off in the world. For a while, all the bridges were out. And the only way you could get down through here was up through southwest Detroit. And it basically just choked off what business was left. And now this bridge is coming in, which is good. I'm kind of glad that the Maroons are getting screwed on that deal. They deserve it. They seem just like a bunch of slum landlord pricks. I'm glad someone took the bull by the horn. See, here's 3 cars just sitting out in the lawn. This is Kelly's old house up here. Mama Kelly. I'll get down to the bottom of this. Mama Kelly's house is empty. Party's over. Now this lot up here, this is where the firefighters took a picture in front of the burning building and they tried to get them all fired. This is this lot right here. Just tried to wreck their lives. Right here's the lot right here. It's not cool. I mean, an old ass building, one worse shit, burning down. What are you gonna do? Try and save 500 square yards of rubble? Keep it from burning? That shows you, man, the public will turn on you in a heartbeat. YouTube's like that too. You get people that, yeah, I saw that in the newspaper. What a bunch of shit. YouTube's like that too, boy. You'll get people that'll be on your bandwagon and just think you're doing the world the biggest favor. And man, one little chink in the armor, man, they'll be all over your ass. They'll be writing letters to YouTube, calling the police, making up bullshit. Yeah, they said they were fixing it. Isn't that a joke, Larry? What a crock of shit. That bitch commented on that video. In the process of fixing it up. What a crock of shit. These are all going to be torn down. See, these are kind of in limbo because this isn't part of the footprint. And, you know, you're kind of screwed on that. I mean, you want to have high insurance premiums. All you got to do is have a vacant or burned out home on your block. That shoots your premiums through the roof. Right out of the roof. I see this guy sitting out here. That guy's put a lot of money into that Mexican-style place right down here. And I don't know what happened there because people are still living here, so these weren't condemned. But he had that really fixed up nice. See, somebody stole all the fencing. Here's a hoarder right here. I've got a word to the wise. If you're gonna hoard, at least do it inside, please. Yeah, good memories. Yeah, you're right. Good memories. A lot of good memories down here. Luckily, most of the people that had the best memories are dead now, so they don't need to witness what it decays occurred. This was a big-time Hungarian neighborhood. Early immigrants. They did it, hard workers. You look at, read old articles about Delray. It was a beautiful place to live. If you hoard, somebody not only, that poor guy's had a bad day. He got evicted and all that shit's out there. And not as if that wasn't bad enough, somebody lit it on fire. You talk about a bad day. But that guy, I can't quite figure that one out. Too bad, really. Sometimes what happens down here, you see that guy in that pickup? I think that's a cop, a plainclothes cop. And what they want to do is they want to get your plate number while you're driving down here. Which you can get my plate number, I don't care. And then all of a sudden you'll be just innocently driving down this road. And all of a sudden lights will come on. You're getting pulled over and you can't figure out why. It's because of that guy in that pickup that just called. Yeah, Detroit 5-0. Now he claims to be a retired Detroit cop. He's not. He was on the auxiliary. He had plastic bullets in his gun. This is just the perfect evening I dreamed of before I left. This is Central Transport. This is the people that own the bridge. Now the state was working on an eminent domain to get them to take this property over. I don't know what the status is of that. You know, for this new bridge. They just closed the deal on the old McLouth steel mill. So at least they got a plan B. They're not working too much, no customers. Oh yeah, it's going down already. It's already mostly down. There's hardly anything left of it. It's all junk anyway. Hasn't been in operation for 30 years or so. See, here's a guy on a scooter, or a girl. What the hell is she doing back here? Must have a death wish. Oh, here's some more of them. It's really not unsafe back here like you'd think. There's nothing here. See, look at all these open fields now for this new bridge. The green fields of Delray. There were 2 pairs of Cooper's hawks that were living back here, and I wonder where they moved on to all the construction started. They had it made for a while, all these big wide open fields picking off rats and mice whenever they felt like it. Yeah, it does. I ran into a guy one time that had worked for Cyrus Tang, who bought that place. He was like a billionaire Asian guy. He said that was the only blemish on Tang's record. Nobody could ever figure out why he did it. That at least books that McLouth was a loser from the get-go, and he lost his ass on that place. And this guy said it was a mystery to everybody that worked for him why he did it to begin with. No. I'd get a Johnny Noodle soup to go if they were open. Here's Kelly's old house in the background. They made cars here, yeah, in Detroit, yeah, all over the place. They still do. See, and they got these 3 houses condemned and shut down. Okay. This eye care thing, somebody periodically goes in there and spruces that up. I don't know what the deal is with it. Now this is where you'd normally see Maddie. This area is DOA, man. Big time. That's the truck stop. No trucks there on the truck stop. It's really a gas station with a big parking lot. I think calling it a truck stop is a stretch. There's my old 4th precinct. Love you guys. Please don't hassle me. I feel bad for this BP guy. He was even building a gas station across the street. Now I don't know whether they kept him in the dark, he got greedy, what. They're not working on it anymore. And since they took out this Clark Street bridge, his business just totally died. Yeah, I don't really know. Maddie and Gerald have a channel, Maddie and Gerald Owens. You can go check their channel out. Now, girls, ladies, all you women out there that think I have a nice face, I got plans for you when you come into town. I'm going to let you know what it is right now. Don't let it scare you. But I'm going to take everybody here, women that is, to the Crest Motel. Now, the bad news is, it's not the greatest place in the world. The good news is, it's only going to last 3 hours. That's as long as you can stay at the Crest, 3 hours. You know what that means, don't you? We're not going to be bullshitting around watching TV till midnight. You won't regret it. No, I thought Maddie and Gerald were staying in the same place Marguerite lives. Watch out, Starling. It's a Starling in the road. Get out of the way. Good. You can hear robins singing all over here. Nope, Johnny Noodle's still locked up. All the noodles are stale, sitting on a shelf. Oh no, not at the same time. No way. That's gonna be something they're never gonna forget. The uniqueness of it all, because it's a good story to begin with. They'll say I was on, I was dinking around on YouTube, and I got referred to this kook. He goes down to Detroit all the time and interviews working girls, and he's got this dog, and before you know it, we started talking on the phone, and he was always joking about the Crest, and here I am at the Crest with Tom Reed. I can't believe this is happening. See, miracles do come true. Now, this is the only 8 square feet of waterfront you can drive up. Look at all the people down there today. See, people are trying to fish. Detroit is so terrible for waterfront access. Look at all the cars, because there's no place else to go. Unless you want to go to Belle Isle, which is a pain in the ass. Way more people out. I mean, I guess it's a good sign. Ebony called me 3 days ago. I was going to do an interview with her, and then I got doing things. I mean, these women get demanding sometimes. I was doing stuff. And then I was on my own chat. Oh, here comes a freighter. That's the old, that paint job, that tan, black, and gray. Probably not going to get a good view of it. Look, they got to open this waterfront up down here so you can see this. Look at Canada. The whole damn coast is public access. And something's not adding up with this damn Joe Louis Arena. They've been dicking around with this forever. And then, they were going great guns, and now this is taking way too long. No, that lady that owns a Crest is a beast. She'd probably put one between my eyes. And she's got some dyke running it that's kind of like a He-Man, gonna show a man that he ain't shit. That's just a bad scene to get an interview, or believe me, I'd get one. I'd love one. See, but look at all that's left here. Joe Louis Arena. It shouldn't be taking this long. Somebody told me they were being investigated. What a surprise, huh? I got a tour of that place as it was being built. Shows you how time flies. Now they're tearing it down. No wonder I feel so old when I get up in the morning. There's a freighter, look. That's the Edwin Gott right there. Probably got a load of crystal meth. Beautiful view. Here's the cops down here. Can I ask you, Mr. Reed, what you're doing down here? Yeah, I have the right to remain silent. And how do you like that answer, sir? Oh, Canada is right. Do you realize there's a stay-at-home order? I'm sorry, sir. I do not want to engage in any kind of conversation that's going to sink my best interests. Is that your answer? I got this all rehearsed. Now there's going to be a benefit cruise on this thing right here. Be kind of fun. I never get down this far this way very often. Kind of fun. I used to come down downtown all the time. I don't want to go in this garage. I'm not sure how the hell to get out of here. Detroit Princess. I want to go on this sometime. I think you can have dinner, drinks. It sure looks fun. People are all hanging off the sides, having a good time. I like to check it out. Thank you, healthcare workers. All right, one for the heroes. I'll tell you who's a hero, and that's me. That's for bringing you this fantastic entertainment when you're not supposed to leave the house. Here's a security guard. You get that mask on, buddy. Put that mask on. Not doing any good on your forehead. This is a great view. I don't see any. You hardly ever see a cop around down here. Now these people aren't abiding by the 6-foot rule. It's pissing me off. There's the people mover. It's another one of the most famous scandals that ever hit Detroit. Mari, weren't you down around Ann Arbor for a while? That's how that whole thing came unglued. You know, if you have a $10,000 cash deposit, it's mandatory that a bank teller has to report it to. But bank tellers have discretion to report what they deem suspicious transactions. That whole Krugerrand, Coleman Young people mover scam came down because Kenneth Weiner was rude to a bank clerk in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and she turned him in for cash deposits less than $6,000. That's what brought the whole house of cards down. Same with Watergate. It wasn't an FBI agent or a CIA agent. It's a damn security guard. So, note to self, when committing fraud in multiple felonies, be nice to the clerks. Yeah, he got snippy with her. I think in another 10, 20 years, we're going to move away from a cash society. Everybody's going to have a debit card or a chip in their wrist, and you can slide your wrist over a scanner. It's coming to that. The days owning a restaurant and a fruit market and a flower stand and a Crest motel and having shoe boxes full of cash are over. That old Edwin Gott's low in the water. Probably got a load of, could have a load of taconite in it. It could be a million things. Beautiful, beautiful night. I don't know. I'm probably picking a bad time to bring this up, but I thought I'd let everybody know that I've got your credit card numbers through some databases that I run, and I'm charging everybody. It's on this chat. $3 a minute through Patreon. What kind of crimes? Oh geez, you name it, man. I don't want to get a dry throat naming them all off. Yeah, that's it, right. Now I'm gonna make one pass by. I'm getting a little hungry. Hey, Jan. The most common, though, I'd say adultery. And I just base that on how busy the crest is all the time. And I zoom in with my telephoto lens and I realize that people have wedding bands on. Oh, that's all I smell is weed down here. I shit you not. I'm not kidding you. I smell weed down here all the time. And I don't even see people. It's so damn weird. I don't know where the hell they're at. I mean, cars go by and all that kind of bullshit. But I can't give you an explanation for the rest of it. I really can't. I hate the smell of it. Gambino, Larry. Yeah, man. There you go. Hey, Stacy. Yep, she's on the payroll. I have to have people that maintain some kind of order. Look at all these giant buildings. It's the old Greyhound building. Let's see, I'll cut down 16th. Now this place was like nice early on. This was way before they started. I don't know how this got, who spearheaded this, but these are like nice neighborhood, right down from St. Rita Church. If you guys are ever in Detroit, I really encourage you. They're super friendly people. Go to St. Rita Church. I mean St. Anne. I'm sorry, St. Anne. It's so beautiful inside. It's the largest stained glass, original stained glass in the country, or second largest. So beautiful. And there are a lot of Hispanics down here. Of course, you know, it's a big Catholic following, and I mean at the expense of being a racist. I've said this before, and I'll get a bunch of shitty emails about it, but it's the truth. The Hispanics kept this area nice down here. Now where they try to trap me on that is by kept it nice from who? Who is going to not make it nice? Well, all I'm saying is fenced yards, fixed houses. I'm not going to go to prison for recognizing the obvious. They kept Clark Park nice, all these areas, and there's a lady that owns a tortilla factory down here that really has been super instrumental in doing the right thing for these Southwest Detroit residents. She doesn't take any bullshit, probably has a lot of money. Hey, go to the Honeybee Market. If you ever get a chance to go to the Honeybee Market, it's excellent. So good. Nope. Oh, Mexican Village not open. Honeybee Market is excellent. Go there. It's like a Hispanic version of Whole Foods, only better. Now, why are they shutting down this road down here? This has got to kill their business. Delivering for Happy's Pizza. Hope they got a bulletproof vest on. They have the best shrimp fajitas ever. Right there. Well, thank you, Gretchen. I'm fighting for the. I'm fighting for my right to party. You know, I hate getting to go. If I get something to go from someplace, it's got to be like fantastic. I hate. It just changes things. You can like eat at a place and it's pretty good. When you get it to go, it's just not that great. But I'm getting desperate now because if depending on what time I head out of here, I'm screwed as far as getting anything decent to eat once I hit the expressway. So I'm trying to latch my eyes on something appealing. There's a place down here that has shrimp nachos. And I don't know if they're open or not. Here, an Irish pub in a Mexican neighborhood. Beautiful sunset tonight. Now tonight would be I've taken a bazillion pictures, but as far as a photographic spot, Sunset Point on Belle Isle is as good as it gets all year long. That is one of the most picturesque, beautiful sunsets ever. Sunset Point. See now, this is Verner Highway. All lit up. Beautiful. I didn't see any of the people that I've done interviews with, like some of the people that had some alcohol problems, homeless. They're on that food truck videos a lot. I didn't see any of them out today. I'd have thought people would have been, out big time around here today, but not really. I love this area of Detroit. I love all of Detroit, to be honest with you. I've thought of moving down here. Oh, did you, Ronald? Good for you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of in a jam on taco stand. I ate the taco stand the other day. It wasn't as good as it normally is. It was good, but not great. So I'm going to try and eyeball something here. Maybe I could latch on to a shrimp nachos to go. I'll see if they're open. I'm a little too gun shy to go to one of the food trucks. This is Clark Park up here, famous park. Armando's. Those bastards kept my American Express card about 30 years ago. They pissed me off and I never went back there. It took me 2 weeks to get it back. Oh, there's a bunch of the people I've interviewed before. You're back there. Yeah, I went out of my way to go to Ann Arbor to get ribs and they were closed. Excuse me. You'd think there'd be rib places up the Yin Yang, Detroit, but they're not good ones. I try not to eat hot dogs if I can help it. Ho Ho Village. I was hoping this place is open, but it's not looking too good. Nope. El Rancho. says carry out, but no cars there, I don't think. That's what I wanted to get. Checkers, no thanks. It's McDonald's. I guess it is still open. No, this damn place isn't open. Damn it. I maybe have to bite my tongue and are these guys open or not? Never really open till 8 p.m. What time is it? No, barely missed it. Story of my life. Knew I should have quit dicking around, got there earlier. Shit. Carry outs only. This is another good grocery store right here. Supermercado. Good night, honey bun. Good night, Larry. Now, this place is supposed to have good pizza. No, I did. I had to put the phone down because I was using my video camera so I could zoom in on the plate. You can hear it, but you couldn't see it because I couldn't hold both at the same time. Now, I got some video on him. You could probably on a big screen see the plate number, but I had to chase him down 75, and I couldn't do it with my phone. He knew I saw him because he was trying to get the hell away from me. Well, excuse me for a second while I go in and order a pizza. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Stay there, hon. You guard the van. Daisy, I ordered a pizza. You're in luck. You're going to get part of it, too. You're going to get part of the pizza, hon. 30 minutes. You believe that? 30 minutes. They're not doing too hot, I don't think. No underground cable. Where's that at? Where's that, Mari? What time is it now? Turn on that. Good girl, hon. She's 6, about 6 in a month now. I've had her 5 years, 5.5 years. I've had her in December. Yeah, don't get any of that satellite Houston and any of that. Most people that get that don't have a choice. They're arguing in here over a coupon. I mean, screaming at their lungs. Yeah, she's a great dog. This is over a discounted coupon on a pizza. We must have settled it. The guy said, "God bless you." It's 8:10 here. That's the new Michigan Central Station, the building that Ford Motor Company bought. They said they're going to revitalize downtown. Yeah, what they didn't tell you, though, is they expect to be there tax-free. Yeah, I know it is, Mark. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, these guys are really going at it. Now, I was supposed to go to this pizza place a long time ago. It's called Sicily. Is it Sicily Pizza? Sicily's Pizza. It's supposed to be really good pizza. I got a specialty pizza. I got this. It's called the Hunter. It's like got white sauce, sun-dried tomato. I've been giving all these fast food workers big tips because I feel bad for them. I think the pizza itself, she gave me an outdated menu, which I didn't give a shit. The pizza was $15 for a small. I gave her $10 tip. I was at a McDonald's today, and I got a fish sandwich. The lady was so sweet. I gave her 20. She was just so nice and pleasant. Nah, Mark, I can't do the interviews until this moratorium is lifted, which is going to be the end of May. I mean, I do come down here and do photos and video and like what I'm doing today. But I really... I don't want to talk to people face to face. You're just not supposed to be doing it, and I don't want to do it. So I'm not gonna. It sucks being down here, not being able to do interviews. But on the other hand, I mean, I've been down here for a week at a time before and not done an interview, just because I don't run into anybody. It's not like just because you're here, they're automatic. And Detroit's still a hotbed for this virus, so it'd just be stupid for me to come down here interviewing people. I'd look like a moron doing it to begin with. And secondly, I could catch that damn shit over something stupid. Hey, Sally. Yeah, you got the right guy. It's me, all right. How's my girl? You coming in for a trip to the Crest this summer? I'm going to take you over the Crest. I'm going to take you to Greektown first, though. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm smart. At least for once, common sense prevailed. I mean, you just look it's so selfish to do something like that. You know, I know the girls are having a problem and they need money and all that kind of stuff, but man, it's just so, and then to go back to my community, just knowingly coming down here and catching this shit and spreading it all over, I'm just not going to do it. Yeah, it's a pretty good stadium they have there, you know. I mean, today, I got down here late. I've been staying up late. You know, I don't have a schedule for shit. I gotta start doing some. I gotta start doing some legitimate work again, man. I really do. I've had a hard time doing it for some reason. I'm just lazy. Maybe I'm just too old to work. But on the other hand, I think no way. You know, if you said, Tom, I want you to do some PI cases this week, you know, about 50 hours worth of work, I think, oh God, man, are you kidding me? I would be dreading it. I mean, I did PI work my whole life. I'm so sick of doing that. But boy, you tell me I come down here for nothing. No problem, man. All day long, tanks full of gas, usually hotels, coming right up. Yeah, anybody that thinks it's a hoax, is something's wrong with them. They gotta have. They must have been dropped as a baby. They gotta have something seriously wrong. There's the guy with the coupon guy right there. See, he's gonna prove a point. He went and got the coupon. This guy right here, getting out of that car. He's going in with the coupon now. That's the guy. Listen for gunshot. Yeah, I did it my whole life. I usually stay in a hotel, but I don't want to stay in any of these hotels with this virus, you know. They're not exactly the cleanest places in the world. I mean, they look okay when you go in there. But, you know, I've read different versions of how long this stuff can stay on furniture, whatever else it sticks to. I'm not taking the chance. I don't want my Daisy getting it either. Yeah, I hear from the girls from time to time. They're struggling. Yeah, they say about that lavatory. I need to see some scientific documentation. You know, I don't believe this bullshit just because somebody says it in the media. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I think it's unlikely. 200. I live about 185 miles from here. There's a guy who's got a little chihuahua. A cute little chihuahua. See that chihuahua, Dizzy? Listen to the owner, hon. You know, dogs will come up to Daisy. Usually she just doesn't act like they're even there. Yeah, that's why I'm not going, Rita. Nope. Yeah, I looked for Marguerite today. Didn't see her. Nope. Oh, yeah. I got to put Daisy on a diet, and I gave her 2 stuff. It's P.O. Box 41 in that West Branch, 2 words, Michigan, 48661. Now, you see this house up here with the fence? There's a real pretty girl, white girl, that was working the streets on drugs. Just gorgeous. And she left here. I was always planning on getting an interview with her. Just never worked out. And then we talked through the chat, and she got really pissed at me with something. You know, I don't know. People just seem to like conjure up these crazy things. I think Calvin is really pissed at me. He hasn't responded to my text or any of my phone messages. And, you know, Calvin's the one that contacted me. He wanted to tell a story. And if some of that stuff that I've read is true, it looks like old Calvin went off the deep end. Sorry if you're listening, Calvin, but you know that's a bunch of bullshit what you're saying. And none of that's true. Daisy already got her hamburger today. Daisy, you did get your hamburger, didn't you, hon? I got you the hamburger earlier. See, I miss it. When I'm cutting her, it's hard to like, that black hair, I cut it. Yeah, Kristen, that's the way it is, man. I mean, I don't really say I'm doing anything good. I mean, I know when I do something good. If I'm driving home and I see a burning car on the side of the road and I pull people out of it and save their lives, that's doing something good. Yeah, I pulled people out of a car, but it's bullshit I'm doing down here. I mean, I don't say I'm doing any good. I don't think just being nice and wanting to hear somebody's story is necessarily helping them in any way. Anybody that thinks I enable them has got rocks between their ears. It's so stupid. And I do things that I don't tell. This isn't some, you know, big mission on righting all the wrongs that I cross paths with. It's a tough predicament to be in. I find it interesting. I'm down here even when I've said all along, I was doing this my whole life. I have like millions of negatives of doing this. And then, one day I thought, well, I'll just start talking to some of these girls I see. I run into them, I saw them feeding birds in the winter and giving stray cats food. And that's kind of how the channel I guess you could use the word, took off. As those kind of interviews. And, they sat around forever. Nobody wanted them. So, I mean, it's interesting to me. It's a hobby. That's all I would claim. Yeah, I tried to hold of Calvin. Last I heard from him was around January. I told him if he needed anything. I mean, Calvin thinks the government's trying to get him assassinated. So, you know what I mean? So, he kind of always talked about that. And now, if this post that I got copies of is true, that I am jeopardizing his life, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Yeah, I tried talking to him.